earlier saying that we will root also for Nigeria. I want to make it very clear. I wish for them not to qualify. I just want to make that one clear. They tried. I knew what they did behind the scenes. You're a far better man than me. I knew what they did behind the scenes for us not to get there. I want them to lose. They must not go to the World Cup. Then another African country must go.
You don't like them that much?
No, it's not that. I give the energy you give.
Yeah.
They don't like us, we don't like them. And that's soccer, and it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's like Chiefs and Pirates. You know, they don't like each other, but it's not personal. It's not personal. In the life of soccer. Man and husband will not speak the day after the derby. But that doesn't mean they hate each other with that hate. But Nigeria wish us not to be the World Cup. So I'm returning that wish to say, in these 9 teams, they must find hell there. Another African country must come up and take Nigeria's place. That's not as hostile to South Africa. So,
okay.
Yeah, he said it with his full chest. You give the energy that you're giving. What sort of energy did Nigeria give? I want to know. Like, we were all competing to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You share the same group with Nigeria and Benin Republic, and the 3 countries were, fighting for just 1 ticket. What sort of energy were you expecting? When you came to Nigeria, were you not received properly? Or when you came to Nigeria, did you not? Okay, let's see if we can get this going. Yeah, sporty greetings and welcome. I was trying to play around this and then understand it just so I can start getting into this live stream team. Just in case you watched, I had to share a screen for you to see the last video I made as regards Gayton Mackenzie's hate comments on Nigeria. Who is Gayton Mackenzie? He's South Africa's Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture. Supposed to be a respected member of society. He's a leader, and I still can't understand how he went so low, why he did that, I struggle, to really accept that a public official we sound the way Gayton Mackenzie did. It's not allowed in our world of sports. Football shouldn't have such personality. You know the backstory. Anyway, sporty greetings are welcome. I will still get back to it. Let me just welcome everyone that's seeing my face for the first time, hearing my voice for the first time. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm proudly Austin officially. I'm Austin OKON-AKPAN, but when I do this on these streets, I'm proudly Austin and I love it so much. What do I do here? It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. I just love having fun, Whenever I come here, it's just to, talk sports for the love of the game. When I'm doing my entertainment content, same thing. And I said so much more because right here, I just want to talk about anything that gets my attention. So welcome to the channel and feel free to subscribe if you're new to it. I promise you're going to have fun doing it. I know it's pretty late in Nigeria. I'm in the United Kingdom and it's getting to midnight. It's 11:43 p.m. But I just wanted to do this and I was trying out this new technology for my live stream. I really want to take it serious. Let me get into what I was trying to do with this live stream, and sincerely, it's worrisome. I've called it 2026 FIFA World Cup playoffs. Why did CAF appoint South African officials for Nigeria versus Gabon? If you go look at the description that I put, I explained, the officials from South Africa, and I asked a very important question: is this another dirty African football politics? Because if you know the background story of how Nigeria, South Africa, and Benin Republic had to wait for the final day of the World Cup qualifiers, to know who will pick a ticket from Group C there's no way you would accept, there's no way you would understand why FIFA went ahead to appoint. Just coming, let me see if I can just go live on TikTok and just bring every other person into it, you know. So you'd struggle to understand why FIFA would now go ahead, you know, to appoint South African officials for that crucial World Cup qualifiers, World Cup qualifying playoffs coming up in Morocco, November the 13th. I don't want to get into the playoffs now. I just wanted to address this, you know. And the update is that the Nigerian Football Federation, they have lodged a complaint to FIFA to say, look, we do not want this. You cannot give us South African officials. And according to the NFF, it's conflict of interest. And I accept, you know, I agree. And at the end, the Nigerian Football Federation, they're saying to FIFA, if we are to go by your rules of neutrality, with everything that has happened to Nigeria, South Africa, and Benin Republic at the World Cup qualifiers, then you should change the officials, you know. And I think I agree with the Nigeria Football Federation, because it was really indeed a very difficult World Cup qualifier. So the Nigeria Football Federation, they have lodged that complaint to FIFA over what it describes as a clear conflict of interest in the appointment of South African and Benin Republic officials. Not just South African officials, they also appointed an assessor from Benin Republic. Nigeria defeated Benin Republic in the final qualifying match 4-0 to actually get to the playoff. It was a very, look, let me also put on record that I'm not saying that these officials are not professionals. I'm not saying that they will be biased. I'm only saying that with everything that has happened with the qualifiers, the Nigeria, South Africa, and Benin Republic interests, I agree with the Nigerian Football Federation that it's conflict of interest. And if you listen to what Gayton McKenzie talked about, you'd now wonder why FIFA cannot tell me that they've not seen that video of Gayton McKenzie and all of the hate comments he gave to Nigeria. Totally unacceptable, you know. So what is this all about? Well, we're looking forward to the FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff, November the 13th in Rabat, Morocco. It will be Nigeria taking on Gabon, you know. And right after my TV show, as you can see, I'm all with my suit, my tie. I said, no, I need to come live to continue talking about this, because I talked about it on TV. By the way, shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. I'll still find a way to see how I can, you know, get all of the platforms together. I'm talking to my people on YouTube here, and I'm talking to my people on TikTok here. Thank you so much, Cookie, for the love. I see it. Thank you. So we'll get to ready for the FIFA World Cup, you know, qualifying playoff. Now, 4 teams made it to the playoff. It's Gabon, Nigeria, Cameroon, and Congo DR. Nigeria will play Gabon. Congo DR will play Cameroon. The winner of the Nigeria versus Gabon match will go and play the winner of Cameroon versus Congo DR. And then we will now get a winner from Africa that will now go to the intercontinental playoff. That's why I say I don't want to get into the playoff now, because that one is a very long thing. But ahead of that game against Gabon, FIFA has now appointed officials for the Nigeria versus Gabon match. And this is where we are not sleeping in Nigeria. We're saying, FIFA, what are you doing? What is going on? How can you give us officials from South Africa? Let me read it. According to the appointments list signed by Gordon Savic, who is Gordon Savic? Is FIFA's head of qualifiers and international matches. They have appointed officials. Who are they? South Africa's Abongile Tom will be Abongile Tom will officiate as the center referee. He's from South Africa. That comment knocked me out. Are you based in the USA? No, I'm in the United Kingdom. I just needed to do this. You know, I was having a bit of tech issues, but I think I've sorted it out now. I needed to do this. It's approaching midnight in the United Kingdom. But hey, the good thing about live stream is it gets to drop and then your followers can get to see it. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. I see you guys. Well done. Let's get into it. Abongile Tom will officiate that Nigeria versus Gabon match. He's the center referee. He will be the main man. He will be assisted by another South African, Zakhele Thusi Granville Siwela. That one will serve as assistant referee too. He's also from South Africa. Another South African, Akhona Zennith Makalima, has been named the head of the two-person video assistant referee team. 3 South Africans already. South Africa as center referee, South African as assistant referee, South African will head the video assistant referee. This is serious. Walk with me. Hugues Alain Djovi from Benin Republic will act as the referee assessor. But that's the man who assesses the referees and all of that. I'm not bothered about that. But he's from Benin Republic. And as I said in my opening, Nigeria, Benin Republic, and South Africa were fighting for just one ticket from Group C. South Africa got it. I played you the comments from South Africa's Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Gayton Mackenzie, and how low he went with his comments, hate comments about Nigeria, that he doesn't want Nigeria to qualify for the World Cup. He doesn't like Nigeria. Presenter asked him why. He said, you give the energy you give me, I give to you. I do not understand. With everything that has now happened from the qualifiers to Gayton Mackenzie's comments, you start wondering, why would FIFA now give South African officials that crucial World Cup qualifying playoff between Nigeria and Gabon? What's going on? Is this another dirty African football politics? Because I do not understand why FIFA cannot tell me that they do not know that there's been some tense rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa lately. You cannot bring South African officials for that type of match. What even happened in the qualifiers was so disgraceful. It shouldn't be happening with football. South Africa, Nigeria, in Bloemfontein, South Africa took that match to a cattle ranch. Football games should not go down in that sort of match venue. South Africa took it there. They cannot tell me, because I've been following everything that has been happening, that they didn't have motives, that they did not have terrible politics in mind when they took Nigeria to Bloemfontein. It was a big game that was supposed to sell African football, but they didn't care. They took the match to that dead venue. It gave Ola Aina a very bad injury. He's not playing now. He had to undergo surgery. He will still be out for 2 more months. Wilfred Ndidi got injured. 2 South African players also got injured. It would have backfired for South Africa, but they didn't care. They just wanted to take Nigeria to a venue where Nigeria will not be able to play good football. And FIFA is aware, because this is a FIFA tournament. The qualifiers for the World Cup is a FIFA organized event. FIFA cannot tell me that they did not read reports. And now we're getting ready for a crucial playoff. You're now bringing South African officials. It's tough. It's tough. What are some of the things that the Nigeria Football Federation said to FIFA in their statement? It was a strongly worded statement addressed to FIFA. And the NFF, they maintain that neutrality is a fundamental principle in international officiating. Neutrality. I'm not saying that South Africa and these officials will go and do this and do that and do that, but no, with the background that I've given, with everything that I've talked about, it's risky business to leave Nigeria's World Cup qualifying campaign in the hands of South African officials, particularly with everything that has happened that I've talked about. So the NFF, they wrote to FIFA to complain that, look, we do not want these officials. Change them. Change these officials, FIFA. We don't want South African officials, you know. So, what are some of the things that the NFF talked about? I told you they said that neutrality should be a fundamental principle in international officiating, and that the appointments could compromise the integrity of the match or give room for perceived bias. And it's true. Perceived bias. I hold it. Football fans in Nigeria hold it. Not just football fans in Nigeria. some football fans in Africa, fans of the Super Eagles, that are saying, no, 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 no. You cannot do this, FIFA. FIFA, if you're aware of what happened between Nigeria and South Africa during the main qualifying round, you will not do this. So I agree with the Nigeria Football Federation and their message to FIFA that, look, FIFA, this is wrong. You cannot be giving us South African officials after all of these things that have happened. Shout out to everyone joining on TikTok. And the NFF went on to say reference can be made to recent comments by South Africa Sports Minister Gayton McKenzie, who publicly stated that he would not want Nigeria to qualify for the World Cup. He came out clearly. He said, look, instead of Nigeria to qualify, let any other team in Africa, in fact, smaller teams, qualify for the World Cup. Those were hate comments. Those sort of comments shouldn't be allowed in our world of sports. Terrible sportsmanship. Gayton McKenzie, shame on you. He went so low with those comments. And that's why I was saying, look, FIFA, if a top-ranking officer, public official in South Africa can come out with such hate comments about Nigeria, then don't give us South African officials for that. And why did McKenzie make those comments? I'll see if I can play it again. I do not have the video, but I'll try to share my screen again to my YouTube channel. Or let me see if you can click on the link and go watch it on my YouTube channel so you understand and have the background understanding of what I'm talking about. That's the link. I've just posted it. You can check I've just dropped it in the comment section. Gayton McKenzie. He accused Nigeria, that's the South African Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. Gayton McKenzie accused Nigeria of attempting to sabotage South Africa's qualification campaign and vowed that justice will be served on the pitch. What the sports minister meant by sabotage was the Group C protest against South Africans. Remember, South Africa fielded an ineligible player, Tebogo Mokoena, in their game against Lesotho. He had 2 yellow cards and was not supposed to play that match. But they went on and they gave it to him. They made him play that match. FIFA found out, though punished South Africa late. Minister of Sports in South Africa, Gayton McKenzie, started selling that terrible narrative, sickening narrative that it was Nigeria that forced FIFA to sanction South Africa. It's senseless. I cannot understand it. It's sad. You mean it is Nigeria that will go and remind FIFA to enforce their law? South Africa, you broke the law. You did the wrong thing. You knew that your player had 2 yellow cards and was not supposed to play. You fielded him. I heard all sort of excuses. Hugo Bruce said they did not know Tebogo Mokoena had two yellow cards and was supposed to miss the game. So if the coach didn't know, the player did not know, South Africa Football Association didn't know, the Ministry of Sports that Gayton McKenzie leads did not know, you're now turning it around to say it was Nigeria that wanted to sabotage South Africa's, oh goodness, gracious goodness. Why do we do this in Africa? That's why I said, no, I'll wear suit and tie to come and talk about this. It's disappointing. It's shameful. Now, Nigeria, South Africa, and Benin Republic were chasing one ticket. There was also Lesotho, Zimbabwe in that group. But it was Nigeria and South Africa and Benin Republic that took it down the wire to the final day. And Minister of Sports in South Africa said Nigeria reported to FIFA. Yes, we had to remind FIFA that what's going on. South Africa committed a bad breach in football. Player eligibility breach, it's no joke. It's a big sin in world football. So FIFA wasn't doing anything. South Africa committed that breach in March. FIFA sanctioned South Africa, I think in October. And we were saying what's going on, because if they had sanctioned South Africa, it would have changed the entire outlook of the group, and persons will know where we're going to as regards qualifiers. Gayton McKenzie, what he doesn't know is just the hate that he has for Nigeria. Nigeria didn't even push as hard as Benin Republic did. because Benin Republic knew that if they docked 3 points off South Africa, they will top the table. And that was what happened. Benin Republic topped that table. Gayton Mackenzie is here saying, no, it was Nigeria. Nigeria wanted to sabotage South Africa's World Cup qualifier. Hello, we were chasing one ticket. Nigeria also wanted to qualify for the World Cup. And if Nigeria is in your group and you've done something wrong and Nigeria knows you're going to lose 3 points and that will enable Nigeria and their World Cup campaign, you want Nigeria not to do anything about it? Guys, please let it make sense, please. Let me understand what this South African minister is talking about. You know what? Let me try and see if I can play it again. I need to play that video again so you get to understand where I'm coming from. The video is on my YouTube channel, but you could just, you know, watch it again. Come and let me see if I can bring it up. Share my screen so you get to see it. It's so you understand. So some persons will just think like I'm just having a go at this guy. So when we watch it, I'll come back. We'll now get to see why Nigerians are protesting that decision from FIFA to give South African officials the match between Nigeria and Gabon for the World Cup qualifying playoff. I'm just going to share my screen briefly. Let's see. Just tell me, let me know if you can see it. Let's play this video.
Also for Nigeria.
Okay.
I want to make I knew what they did behind the scenes. You're a far better man than me. I knew what they did behind the scenes for us not to get there. I want them to lose. They must not go to the World Cup. Then another African country must go.
You don't like them that much?
No, it's not that. I give the energy you give.
Yeah.
They don't like us, we don't like them. And that's soccer, and it's not personal. It's like Chiefs and Pirates.
How about you guys?
You know, they don't like each other, but it's not personal. It's not personal. It's in the life of soccer. Men and husband will not speak the day after the derby. That doesn't mean they hate each other with that hate. But Nigeria wish us not to be the World Cup. So I'm returning that wish to say, in those 9 teams, they must find hell there. Another African country must come up and take Nigeria's place that's not as hostile to South Africa. So,
okay.
Yeah, he said it with his full chest. You give the energy that you're giving. What sort of energy did Nigeria give? I want to know. Like, okay, let's go back to the conversation. So you listened to South Africa's Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. His name is Gayton Mackenzie. I'm going to make that guy very popular. Such persons shouldn't be promoting sports because he lacks all of the values and not following the ethics of sports. Now, you heard him. Hey, it's Nigeria. And give the energy that Nigeria didn't want South Africa to qualify. We were competing for the love of the game. It was the World Cup tickets that 3 countries were chasing. So how else do you want Nigeria to be with South Africa? I'm sure you guys listened to him. He said no. He's wishing hell for Nigeria, for the 9 teams that will go through the playoffs, and this and this and that, and went so low. It was so uncouth, it was so unprofessional, and that is the guy that FIFA cannot tell me that they did not know that this is the sort of fellow that leads football in South Africa, and Nigeria will be going to the playoffs to face South African officials. Again, no disrespect. No disrespect. Those guys that are officials, I know they will be professional, they will do their job, but with this sort of comments from Gayton Mackenzie, it puts a big question mark on the objectivity of those guys, because they can be influenced. They're humans. Gayton McKenzie is big in South Africa. And with this sort of behavior, guys, what do you think? It's not just me. A lot of persons have said, look, we're going to petition FIFA. But the Nigeria Football Federation, they have shown leadership. They have written to FIFA to say it's conflict of interest. You cannot give us South African officials. South African official, center referee, South African official, assistant, South African official, the head of the video assistant referee, with what you've just listened to. No. Hi, Charles. Thank you so much. I feel your love. Thanks so much, Charles. I'm just going to put your comments up here. Thank you so much, Charles, for the love. Charles, what is your take on the current drama in the NFF? I'll come to it. I will wrap up with the NFF and their leadership issue, because I know that everything that is happening, as we say back home in Nigeria, now see finish. It's see finish that is making this happen. And so that's why I just really first wanted to call on FIFA to say, FIFA, you cannot tell us that you do not see all of the drama going on between Nigeria and South Africa. I like the rivalry. It's good for football on the continent. I like that South Africa, they've done so well with their football. I even like that South Africa has qualified for the World Cup. They have invested so much in their football, and it will be good to see them go to the World Cup, and let's see what they can do at the World Cup. But not with this sort of leadership from Gayton McKenzie that is ready to pull down Nigeria and make sure Nigeria don't make it to the World Cup. But I want to commend the NFF. They saw the appointment, and right away yesterday, they wrote a strong letter to FIFA to say, we are not accepting South African officials for the playoffs. My source tells me that FIFA said, no, there's nothing they can do about it. They'll let it go. But I think we need to apply pressure, because it's clear. It's clear for everyone to see that, look, it is what it is. This guy, look, it's just sad. I've always said it, guys. If you go through some of the comments some of the videos that I make on my commentaries and my analysis, I've said it that sports cannot be win at all costs. We have to kill the win at all cost syndrome. If we do not kill it, sports will never get to the level, particularly in Africa. African sports will never get to the level that we see it in Europe. See England. When was the last time they won the World Cup? The 80s. But look at the football, look at the sports economy that they control. They actually lead it. Look at the Premier League. They're not concerned about, who is winning. They just want to do the right thing, set the standards, build structures that will keep them, relevant, that will make them keep winning. When I say winning, strategically, making profits. I think that is what Africa should be thinking. And that's why I'm so disappointed with CAF President Patrice Motsepe. He was the one I was actually calling out as the leader. And your involvement with FIFA, you're close to Gianni Infantino. Motsepe, you've been trying to build a business environment for Africa's football. What I expected Motsepe to do is tell FIFA, I'm the leader of football in Africa. I'm from South Africa. People will come to me. People will point fingers that I'm the one influencing this. Dear FIFA, please, for the playoffs, Nigeria versus Gabon, do not give them South Africa officials. As simple as that. That is leadership. Bring equity into it. Bring fair play into it. Say, not as if we don't like ourselves, but FIFA, you know how tense it has been during the qualifiers, Nigeria and South Africa. If we go ahead with this now, it will cause more problems. Motsepe, this shouldn't be happening under your leadership. Motsepe, you sell African football, and you're South African, and you were right there at that Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein, where they took Nigeria to go and play South Africa at the cattle ranch. Oh, Africa. Africa. What is going on? This is so heartbreaking. Charles, this Mosepe's leadership is the worst ever. Too much corruption and favoritism towards the southern region. I agree. In a way, I agree. But let's also commend Mosepe. He has changed the dynamics in a way. He has brought value. He has made African football. He has exposed the commercial side of African football. He has made it business. He has made it lucrative. But you cannot build and destroy. That's what is pissing me off. You consolidate on your efforts. You cannot make progress. And then the next thing, you turn away and allow people to destroy it. Mosepe might not know what's going on, but Mosepe cannot tell me that he doesn't know that FIFA has appointed South African officials for Nigeria versus Gabon at the playoff. And Mosepe cannot tell me he has not listened to the terrible comments made by the sports minister in South Africa, Gaten Mackenzie, on the hate speech of Nigeria. Mosepe, you know about it. That is more than enough reason for us not to have South African officials. It's sad. It's disappointing. I don't feel good about this for African football because you can tell that there's a witch hunt. Somebody doesn't just want Nigeria to go to the World Cup. Somebody doesn't want it. And I'm wondering why. Look at how the Super Eagles, they have struggled. And now they've made it. Somebody is actually pained that Nigeria made it to the playoff. And now they say, oh, let's find a way to frustrate them. It's not going to happen. Nah. Nigeria didn't qualify for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. And nobody died. Unfortunately, we have terrible leadership that they never learn from their mistakes. If we had learned from our mistake, we will not be going through this. We will not be allowing South Africa talking when Nigeria is talking football. Can you believe it? Because we have leadership that went to sleep. We have leadership that understand nothing about leading football. It's heartbreaking, you know. But for me, I'm just saying we need to find a way to get out of this. We do not want South African officials for the playoff. The playoff will kick off November 13th in Rabat, Morocco. Nigeria will take on Gabon. And then there's Cameroon versus Congo DR. Yeah, in case you missed it, let me tell you again. I'll go back to the list and then I'll get into football leadership in Nigeria just to address Charles and his comments. But let me land this way. The Nigeria versus Gabon playoff. Why am I saying Ghana? Gabon is regarded as one of the most anticipated ties in the African qualifiers, with both teams fighting to stay in contention for a place at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You know, the World Cup is coming up in 2026, United States, Canada, and Mexico. So Nigeria didn't go. They didn't qualify automatically. 9 teams have qualified automatically. There's just one more slot remaining for Africa. They have to go through the playoffs. 4 teams made it to the final, made it to the playoff, and they will compete. And 1 team from the 4 will go to the Intercontinental. But I don't want to talk about that. I'll come tomorrow to address that. So tomorrow, keep a date with me. Let's make it. My TV show is 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. So I come out of that show 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. Nigerian time, 9 p.m. UK time, I'm going to talk about the World Cup qualifiers. I'm going to bring my analyst, Sholai Degbele, to join, unless, you know, see the perspectives we can put into it. And if you're available tomorrow, I'll open it to the fans, you know, open it to my viewers, so you guys get to, you know, talk about it. We will talk about football leadership in Nigeria. We're going to talk about this NFF drama. I'll address a bit of it now. We're going to talk about FIFA appointing South African officials for Nigeria versus Gabon playoff. You know, we'll talk about everything football. Hey, but don't forget, my channel is not just football. It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. But hey, but we're getting into the proper football season. But let me let you know that FIFA, they've appointed officials for Nigeria versus Gabon playoff. Let me tell you the names. According to the appointment list, it was signed by FIFA's head of qualifiers and international matches. His name is Gordon Savic. They've appointed South Africa's Abongile Tom He will officiate as the center referee. He will be the man in charge. He's from South Africa. He will be assisted by another South African. His name is Zakhele Thusi Granville Siwela. He will be the assistant referee. You know what? Another South African, his name is Akhona Zennith Makalima. That one has been named as the head of the video assistant referee. It's a two-man, team, and the South African is the head. They didn't just end there. They now made someone from Benin Republic the referee assessor. What is going on? That is why I said no. I will come and talk about this. I talked about it on my live show. I'm talking about it now on my platform. I will talk about it tomorrow again. We will let FIFA understand that the game is fair play and the neutrality should be shown in international football tournaments, particularly one that is as crucial as qualifying for the World Cup. We have more than enough evidence. Nigeria, South Africa, we love ourselves when we play football. The fans love it. We love the competition. But when you have a leader in Gayton Mackenzie say the terrible things he said about Nigeria, there's no way we're going to allow that. It's absolutely unacceptable. So we will fight it, okay? FIFA, we will continue to talk about it. Shout out to the NFF that they're proactive with this one. They've sent a letter to FIFA and they copied CAF to say, no, we do not want this. Why? Say there's conflict of interest in it. We no talk say Nagudu Ojoro, but there's conflict of interest right there. We do not want it. FIFA, please do something about it. And I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Let me address Charles' comment. By the way, thanks so much, Charles, for joining. Shout out to everyone watching. I've got about 50 eyeballs on this. I appreciate it. I understand it's really late in Nigeria and the United Kingdom, but as I said, I just wanted to test this technology. When I get my hands on it proper, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll see what we can do with it. So shout out to everyone, joining the live stream. Okay, Charles. Austin, what is your take on the current drama in the Nigeria Football Federation? Amadou Pinnick and his goons single-handedly destroyed our football. Please, what do we do? I do not know what we will do at the moment, but a good place to start is to go back to where we lost it. We need to go back to, it's a cliche when I keep saying go back to the grassroots. I met a German professor of sports, and he said for any country to do well with their sports, you need to have conscience. They say it takes you back to that win at all costs that I talked about. So there's so much money in football now that people just want the shortcuts, wuru to the answer, fire brigade approach. You cannot dump everything on Amadou Pinnick and his team. Why do I say so? At the time they came, was our football fantastic? No. Don't forget that like the first 4 years of Amadou's tenure, they were busy fighting. There was NFF leadership issues. If you've been following my TV show, I was even doing the NFF drama series, and I got to 185. There was the Christopher Giwa issue, who was the factional leader of the NFF. There were issues with the league. There were issues with the league management company. They were going to court. Can you remember how FIFA used to write almost every week threatening Nigeria? So we need to fix the leadership problems. We need to pray that we get people who are passionate, who are knowledgeable. We need to get reformers that can turn around football in Nigeria, not these ones who are just after FIFA's grants, after projects, ESTA codes. They just want to play competitions they are not building. That's why when we celebrate, we are bringing the INIT guys, we are bringing people from Europe. I said, no, we have to discourage that. Because if we keep encouraging that, our NFF will never do anything to develop football back home. They will just keep depending on the talents that we have abroad. Yeah. So the NFF leadership issue, because of my training, guys, I only say the things that I know. I will bring people I've been trying to see if I can bring the contractor. This FIFA Go project and all of the problems tied around it. I'm trying to see if I can get the contractors. I'll bring them on this live stream, and then all of us will talk. Okay, I will do that. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be a sound conversation, very revealing, engaging, and look, it's all for the love of the game. It's all for developing football in Nigeria, just so we don't get into the situation where South Africa will be treating us anyhow because our football is in a very dark place that it does not deserve any form of respect. So guys, I need to go. I said I was going to do this for 1 hour. It's approaching 1 hour. I didn't believe that I'll finish my TV show. I will not take off my tie. I needed to address this FIFA issue. Why Nigeria all the time? Why the beef? Don't give us South African officials. No. We came out of Group C with South Africa. FIFA. Is FIFA forgetting? Came out of Group C with South Africa. You cannot now tell us that we'll go and do World Cup, crucial World Cup playoff, and South African officials will be in charge. No, we're not going to agree. FIFA must find a way to change those guys, And I totally agree with you, Charles. Mosepe also needs to show leadership. He needs to show leadership. He needs to speak to FIFA to say, look, this is wrong. I'm South African, but I lead football in Africa. Look, with everything that's happened between Nigeria and South Africa, we shouldn't be having South African officials to officiate a very crucial match that Nigeria will be, competing in. So, what do you guys think? Woo! Lolade, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. That's what. Look, guys, I'm going to find a way to bring people on this live stream so I get to see. Oh, Lolade, good to hear from you. It's been long. Thank you, Victor. Thank you. I need to pin this. That's my childhood friend right there. Lolade, good to read from you. I'll do. Lolade, you know what? I think you should. I don't know how you're going to send me your number, but I'm not here. But if you can see ways that you can reach out to me. Okay. My Facebook, Lolade, you can just send me a message. I'm Austin OKON-AKPAN on Facebook. I'm proudly Austin everywhere. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I have problems with my Instagram now, though. But just send me a message. Let's connect. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining. So, guys, if you're new to my channel, right here, I'm proudly Austin. It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. I just wanted a situation where I can talk about just about anything that gets my attention, but in a fun way. I know I couldn't talk about this FIFA's appointment in a fun way, but this is the fun factory, And if you know me and my broadcasting style, I try to make it always fun, We are all your childhood friends. This channel Sport This. Thank you so much, Timmy. Thank you. Timmy, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Proudly Austin on YouTube, so you can join the live stream. I just wanted to get people on TikTok also. So join the live stream on YouTube. I'll find a way to link it just so we can, talk. Victor, thank you so much for the love. Thank you, Victor. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I will be doing this. I'll try to be doing this right after my TV show. My TV show is 9 to 10 p.m. Nigerian time. So it will be 8 to 9 p.m. UK time. So right after my TV show on Channels TV, I'm going to come here so I will have fun with you guys. We will be doing a lot of conversations. I'm putting together a show called The Viewer's View. I feel the love that you guys are giving to me on this channel. We're approaching, I think, 13,000 subscribers. So when we get there, I'm going to launch that Viewer's View, and then we're going to have so much fun. It won't just be sports, entertainment, and just about anything. But my bias is sports. So we will always lead with a sports conversation, and then we get into entertainment and everything. I have my special interview with Ashley Plumpter. Right after this, I'm going to post it on the channel. It's a heartwarming conversation. I enjoyed that interview with Ashley Plumpter. Her passion, her dedication, choosing Nigeria over England. She talked. Look, when I meet sports persons, there's this inspiration that they give me. I love the motivation. I love the interaction. I feel the passion, you know. So when I spoke to Ashley Plumpton, it was so good. It was really, you know, heartwarming. So when that interview drops on the YouTube channel, please jump on it, watch it, engage with it. Ashley Plumpton is a top player. She plays club football in Saudi Arabia, but she's a huge, you know, asset to the Super Falcons. They've qualified for next year's Africa Women's Cup of Nations. They are the defending champion. Remember, they won for the record 10th time, Mission X in Morocco. They're going to Morocco again. Surprise, surprise. So this is very important, this campaign, because the semi-finalists from the next WAFCON will qualify automatically to the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. So it's very, very, you know, important for Nigeria. So I have that interview with Ashley Plumpton. I've done it for a while, but I was keeping it to see when it would be a good time to post it. So if you're free tomorrow, keep a date. I'm going to drop it on the channel's feed. I'll put a post, tell you guys I'll be back here tomorrow. So I had to go set up this live stream just so you can join. You know, I was trying to understand the software and how it works. I think I'm getting a hold of it now. So tomorrow I will bring people to come join the conversation. Let's have some fun with it. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. I love it with sports fans. You guys always make it a great show. Thank you so much to Lex Nelson. Thank you. I appreciate. Shout out to everyone following. Tomorrow I'll link it on Facebook, TikTok. Hopefully Instagram will bring back my channel. Arsenal fans, beg Instagram for me. I posted a 12-second video, 12 seconds, PSG versus Arsenal, and it was not the original video. I ran commentary, and Instagram took down my account. Since April, I'm trying to get it back, but I have a backup account, but I don't want to big it up. I want my account back, so I'll link it, and we'll all meet. Let's play for the love of the game. You know, I feel it when you guys, you know, talk sports with me. It's always fun. Thanks so much, Timmy King. How are we both? Yeah, and Ashley she's such a good sport. She's so much vibe, you know. If you sing Oyibo Pepe, she's going to dance for you. So shout out to everyone that has joined this. I think it's getting really late. I see the American viewers are joining because it's afternoon where they are, but for those of us in the United Kingdom and in West Africa, it's time to go sleep. Yeah. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Lolly. Thank you, my good childhood friend Lola Day. It's good to read from you. Thank you to Lex. Thank you, Charles. Charles gave me a gift. Thank you, I appreciate. Charles will discuss NFF leadership proper tomorrow. Okay, I'll come back. Thank you to AB Joseph Ugochukwu. Joseph Ugochukwu started this with me while I was even trying to get a hand of it. He said, "Now audio you posted, yeah, I saw it there, but thank you. Tomorrow we'll be back." So guys, the conversation. Nigeria is getting ready for the World Cup playoff against Gabon. FIFA appointed officials that will be in charge of it, and 3 of those officials are from South Africa. We say, we do not want FIFA. Don't give us South African officials. There's a bit of tension going on between Nigeria and South Africa now with football. We didn't cause it. Nigerians didn't cause it. It's the South African Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. His name is Gayton McKenzie. He went solo. He was uncouth, unprofessional. He didn't use football the way it should be used. Football is a tool to unify the world. It's a tool that brings people together for the love of the game. And Gayton McKenzie was trying to mess it up with those hate comments on Nigeria. And because he's a leader in South Africa and he has some good following and he commands respect, we cannot allow those sort of comments. And now you will now give us South African officials. No, FIFA. We say no to it. We contest it. Put on the spirit of sportsmanship. We've said that neutrality should be respected in international football. It's a conflict of interest. We do not want it. So guys, what do you think? Are we right as Nigerians to say we do not want South African officials? We do not disrespect the professionalism of those officials. We know that they will keep to the standards and rules of the game, but we cannot take chances because they're also humans and they are South Africans. And right now, what is going on between Nigeria and South Africa, the more you look, the less you see. So we do not to avoid stories that touch. We do not want it, and we're not going to accept it. My TikTok people, will you accept it? No, you will not. My YouTube people, will you accept it? No, we shouldn't. So tomorrow, I'm going to put icing on this cake. We will talk about it together. So if you want to keep a date with me, come tomorrow. I'll drop the link on how you can join the show, and then we're going to play right here. For the love of the game, I need to go out here around again tomorrow. You know the way I end it. In everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. That's it. Yeah.